A few days ago, we got some more FNAF movie news in the form of a new trailer complete with a poster of the withered animatronics and some behind the scenes photos of Elizabeth Lale on set. As I explained earlier this week in a community post, these photos were enough to get me theorizing, so when we then got a trailer 2, I knew it was time for an actual theory. A film theory. Sorry, I was possessed by Lee. I don't know what came over me, I'm so sorry. Before we get into my reaction to the trailer or any theory crafting, this is not my full theory on the movie, nor is this my final prediction, but I am writing one, which I do plan to release either the week before or the day of the movie premiere, depending on how complete it is, and maybe I'll put a vote on it if it's ready the week before. We'll come to it when we come to it. So if you like my theory in this video and you want to watch the full prediction when that comes out, consider clicking subscribe. Subscribed? Okay, let's watch the trailer first so we know what we're working with. Okay, let's get straight into it. Enough chitter chatter. Vanessa, stop jump scaring us before we even have gone to like the video. Come on. Okay. Now you can jump scare us. Okay.
You wanna tell me about your bad dreams?
Oh, so we were right.
Always the same.
Your dad.
Huh. Was that a fucking Furby? Wait, Freddy? Okay, I don't like pausing during the initial reaction, but oh my god, look at this. Top hat staple of any top performer. Ice glow. Finger movement to be something able. Hang on. I can't tell what that quite says. Able and something. I don't know. But this is good. This is good. It kind of reminds me of the Into the Pit blueprints. Blumhouse.
We're never gonna be able to move forward.
Was that the box?
Until you deal with some of the mess you left in your head.
My father was a
Garrett's plane!
You know that.
Oh, so is this another flashback? Whoa, what was that? Again, I'm sorry. Daddy, I am sorry you missed my birthday, but I really love my present. I miss our park. Is that Charlie? I have a feeling that might be Charlie.
Years later, when those 5 children went missing.
That was Emery.
Murdered by him.
Or Mr. William Afton.
Are you ever gonna go back?
And
Please, I mean.
she had the puppet stripes on her arms.
My sister is here.
William Afton!
Where are you gonna run to?
Willie Freddy!
What do they want with my sister? Half of this town will be dead by morning.
That doesn't sound good. Balloon Boy? Oh, not again. Mango! Hello, Mango! Hey! Looks like Mike might be very narrowly missing death. That was epic. I'm not gonna analyze this as much because the plan at the moment, I'm recording this before everything else. This is like the first bit of the recording, but the plan is for the rest of the video to be kind of a theory. So I'm gonna very quickly analyze this. We're not gonna go into it too deep because that's what the theory is for. We were kind of right about the whole dream thing. We were just wrong about what stage of her life it was. We thought it was. I think a lot of us kind of assumed it was gonna be kind of she was an adult and this like almost like a hallucination, but no, this seemingly did happen. I'm confused on the context, but obviously we're meant to be confused. We're not supposed to know. But it looks like Vanessa's like hiding from him. From William. They've got a fucking Furby. I'm assuming this is Chica's eyes. Well, no, because Chica don't have blue eyes. No, this has to be either Freddy or... Well, I mean, that's yellow, so I'm going to see Golden Freddy / Fredbear. Depending on whether or not they do Fredbear in the movie. I would assume they would because they've got Spring Bonnie, but it's like, okay, well, are they going to do Spring Bonnie's just a old variant, or is Spring Bonnie and Fredbear going to have had a diner at some point? It very much just depends on whether or not they do the diner. That is the box. You can't tell me that's not the box. That is the box. Come on, let me see the box. That is the box. So maybe old Matthew Patrick was not so crazy when he was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a photo of a security guard, a child's toy, and a photo of a happy family. It may literally be that, and if it is that, I'm going to laugh. Because that would be kind of funny. And then, yeah, we have the murder. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza grand opening. And it looks like it's going to be that Charlie's going to be murdered at Freddy in this one. Is that... I think that's Sammy. So I don't know... Why is this feature YouTube? Why? Come on. I mean, it looks like she's carrying him. Is it that she's gotten stabbed and is carrying Sammy to safety? It looks like Charlie's running out with Sammy. Maybe gets stabbed there because it looks like he's no longer holding. YouTube, please get rid of this little dot thing. I'm trying to pause on the frames, but I can't. Yeah, Sammy's running away, or like at least getting he's going off on his own. So I think Charlie kind of dies saving him, which is kind of cool, and it shows that she's a protective soul. And also, I know it doesn't carry on to the games, obviously they're different continuities, but it kind of gives a bit, it makes Henry's whole thing of like, you're always the protective one. You always carry others onto arms. Let me carry you as you carry so many others. All that. It makes it make a bit more sense because my whole thing is like, she was fucking 4. What was she protecting? It looks like Mike's going on a hunt for Abby. Abby's gone missing. Ran away to Freddy's. Possibly getting kidnapped by Toy Chica, who we all know.
Toy Chica is William Afton.
It's cool to get a nice, good shot of the entire pizzeria. Although, why the fuck is Balloon Boy's balloon on such a long stick? That's so weird. It's almost like a microphone stick. And we get some cool shots of the Withers. Damn it. Like Withered Freddy looks so good. And then we've got Toy Chica, who we've already seen, but looks really cool. Oh. And then another shot of Withered Bonnie. And I do think... Wait a minute, is his fucking bow tie clipping into his... This is how you know that Jim Henson shop is paying attention. The bow tie's even clipping into his torso. I like that. That's a good... It may not be intentional. It may just be because of the frame that I have pauses upon. But it looks like it's clipping into his torso. And that is game accurate. Good job, Jim Henson's Creature Shop. Withered Foxy's always been one of my favourite designs. So, seeing Withered Foxy in this, he looks so good. I think I'm actually blocking him, unfortunately. Oh, he looks so cool. I think I find Mangle just the most impressive because I've always been confused on how the hell they were going to do Mangle. And I don't know how much of Mangle is CGI, how much of it is puppeteering. I would presume they're not going to really say anything about that until after the movie comes out anyway. Obviously, I think any moment where Mangle is actively in pursuit and running, it has to be CGI because There's no fucking way that any kind of robot is going to be able to do that. They made a whole thing about it in FNAF AR. Like, how the fuck did you climb on walls? The original version from 1987 could climb on walls and shit. How the fuck can we not do this? Like, it's so cool. Mango is so cool. It's really impressive. I don't know, again, how much is visual, how much is practical, but Mango looks epic. And then Charlotte Foxy just running down the hall. Looks epic. Is ripped almost straight out of the game. It looks epic. Whilst the trailer gives us some more information on Charlotte Emily's death, that's not all we got this week. As I said earlier, we got some behind the scenes photos that were shared of Elizabeth Lale, the actress who plays Vanessa, posing with the FNAF 2 carousel, or rather, 2 images of Elizabeth posing with the carousel and one of her around the floor? Or is it? Enhance. Enhance again. Enhance a third time. On what looks at first glance to be a blue piece of confetti, a number 4. Remind me, when has carousels and the number 4 been used before to do with this movie? Alright, for the 10th anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's, Scott Cawthon tweeted 4 potential pages from the second movie script, stating only 1 was real. The first featured Toy Chica forcing Vanessa to give her a code, the second, a government project involving Remnant, and the third being a discussion between Abby and Mike about the Velveteen Rabbit and burning the plushies from Freddy's in a similar manner. The fourth page, also page number 4 in the script coincidentally, has a man leading 2 children, Gemma and Darren, to a secret spiral staircase in the centre of a carousel. And now here we are, the second movie a mere month away from release, and a photo of the carousel in the large dining room and the number 4 were one of the leading actors in the movie. Now granted, the carousel in the script is described to have a gator, a wolf and a hippo alongside the regular bear, bunny, chicken and fox, and is implied to be much larger, since the staircase seems to be in the centre of the carousel. However, this could have been changed in production, or perhaps this was an earlier draft of the script, or it could be a different carousel. Just because the photo has this carousel in it, doesn't mean it's meant to be the same one from the script. Personally, I think it's between the Velveteen Rabbit and the carousel script, but with the photos of Elizabeth on set in mind, let's assume for the remainder of this theory that it's page 4. I'm not saying it's confirmed, except probably in the title of this video because YouTube really loves clickbait, almost as much as it does inappropriate adverts. But for the purposes of this theory, we'll say that it is. During the trailer, Mike goes to see Henry, played by Ski Ulrich. We see an open sketchbook with photos of a young brown-haired girl, presumably his daughter Charlotte, who we know possessed the puppet in the game's timeline, and a note reading, "Daddy, I'm sorry that you missed my birthday, but I really love my present. I miss our park." As I later point out in my reaction, she's wearing black and white stripes, which I think most of us quite quickly connect back to the puppet. Rather like in the first movie, the MCI victims wore colours relating to who they possess, and or a paper prop also relating to said character. Yes, it's a slightly different circumstance, Charlotte's alive in the photo for one, but the principle remains the same. Now this connection is a bit weaker, but I still feel it's important to bring up. Charlotte says she likes her present, and I can't help but wonder if that could be how they want to connect the puppet to Charlotte. After all, the puppet is intrinsically linked to gifts and presents. It resides in a giant present after all, and when it's not giving life, it gives gifts. In the Silver Eyes trilogy, Henry is described to often invent toys for her, an entire passage of the Twisted Ones dedicated to showing him giving her a robotic toy frog. Like I say, it's a weak connection, but it would give Charlotte a connection to the puppet that would make sense to the viewer, since, as we know from Lisa, played by McKenna Grace,
This is the original.
if this is the original and no one's died yet, there's no need for the security puppet, without shoehorning Crying Child in alongside everything else that's happening in this movie. But if the puppet is meant to be the last gift, at least symbolically, that Charlotte got from Henry, note the scene Charlotte collapses and presumably dies in is set for a party with 2 empty seats on the centre table and the 2 children on the stage, indicating those children likely belong to that table. Even if it's only symbolic, it would make more sense than her possessing the puppet because why not? Now, if I could turn your attention away from the dying child and direct it instead to the child in her arms. You may remember him from the last trailer we got, looking at Spring Bonnie through the glass in the door. I speculated then that he might be Sammy, Charlotte's twin brother from the Brooks trilogy, and if anything, this scene strengthens that belief. For those who have not read the books or need a refresher, in the Silver Eyes trilogy, Sammy is Charlotte's twin brother, who was in the costume closet at Fredbear's family dining with her. Charlotte believed that when Spring Bonnie had entered that closet and deliberated which twin to kill, he had chosen Sammy, the twist and the twisted ones being that he had actually murdered Charlotte, which we know from the games. I think what we're seeing here is Sammy being lured in by William before Charlotte manages to save Sammy somehow, but tragically in the process, she dies. I'm not 100% how she dies here, but I think it's safe to say that she received whatever wound killed her before she rushes on stage. Even if William decided that he wanted to kill her on stage with a terrified crowd, Henry says that it was thought of an accident. Spring Bonnie stabbing someone on stage doesn't really fit that bill at all. Charlotte running in, already fatally wounded, and dying on the stage could, however. I don't think he means a literal accident since Lisa outright says Charlotte was murdered, meaning it's public knowledge someone murders her, but not who. This, I think, is Charlotte's final birthday. Leading his children Charlotte and Sammy to the carousel, Henry Emily reveals a staircase hidden in it, leading them down to their birthday present, a literal present housing the marionette, the newest addition to the Freddy Fazbear band. Whilst the puppet's main purpose would be to perform with the other animatronics, it would also serve as the children's protector when Henry wasn't around. Later in the day, as everyone's busy eating pizza and enjoying the musical marvels of the Fazbear band at the party, William Afton, donning his iconic yellow rabbit costume, lures Sammy to a secluded part of the pizzeria, away from the watchful eyes of parents. Henry was too busy to attend the party after all. No one was paying attention to Sammy, except for his twin, Charlotte. While Charlotte is able to get Sammy to safety, she's not so lucky, getting stabbed as they try to get away, collapsing on the main stage, a tragic end to what should have been their happiest day. I know there's some holes in this theory, most notably the script saying the abandoned Freddy's Pizzeria and Theatre, but I want to know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm starting to put together my final prediction, so you might be able to affect that video. If you enjoyed this video, then please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps a lot and it keeps you up to date with all my FNAF theories. Speaking of which, if you enjoyed hearing about the movie Charlotte Emily, then maybe you'll enjoy hearing about her book counterpart in the Silver Eyes Simplified video that I made a while back. I have a feeling that this book is going to be very useful going into the FNAF 2 movie, so hey, you may pick up something worthwhile. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.